I am Nicole Elissa. I am an intuitive love coach for women, working women, leaders, like women from all over the world, from all walks in life. I consider you to be a powerful woman, women who want to connect and who want to attract love. Today, I want to have a simple conversation, something that I'm really passionate about being a love magnet. I'm going to have a real talk with you. The last few days have been really emotional, I guess, like an emotional roller coaster. So I just wanted to share with you my insights, things that have been in the back of my mind that I think are really important to talk about feminine energy, about being a woman, attracting love. I know that it's International Women's Day, so I just wanted to record it. I wanted to have like a real talk with you. So I'm going to be lying here. I'm not interested in image or anything of that sort. I don't want it to look like, okay. So I just wanted to talk. So for those of you that don't know me or are new to my channel, I'm an intuitive love coach. I like to bridge science, spirituality, metaphysics, and helping women attract love and feel confident about their feminine energy and just being the queens, the goddesses in their life. Why am I passionate about this? Because I know I'm kind of robotic sometimes, but you're gonna feel my truth in a couple of minutes. Why am I passionate about this? Because I've always been passionate about helping women in my life. I grew up around so many different women and I didn't see them be happy growing up. I was always like, why are all these amazing women not having their needs met? And what I have noticed over the years is this big thing. So many women are not allowing themselves their needs be met because we are looking at feminine energy upside down. If you are looking up feminine energy to know how to attract a man or how to win a man, I would say more win a man or gain his attention, then you are doing it like it should be the other way around. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. That is actually part of the problem. So I guess this video is going to have a lot of truth bombs, but I would love to hear from you. Please comment, please share. I know that there are some people here. I wanted to have a real talk, because I hear being a woman is exhausting. It is. It really is. Like in the state that we are currently taught to look at our energy, somewhere we're constantly fighting about something. We're fighting with ourselves around our feminine energy, whether we need to be masculine, fighting whether we're good enough. It's such an internal struggle and fight that it dims your light, and then you're not allowing yourself to be seen. See, I applaud you for working on your feminine energy. Now, why should we work on our feminine energy? To flip it around. There's this narrative about women gaining a man's attention, winning a man's attention, and it really should be the way around, like the other way around. I'm going to give you some truth bombs today, whether you can be here during the entire live or not. I invite you to watch this video until the very end. I've been working on this for 10 years now. I started studying love. I've been studying the energy of love and feminine energy for 10 years, day in and day out. And I've been helping women from all over the world attract love. And one of the things that I realized is that it's a lot deeper than it seems. And because I'm a solution-oriented person, I've been dedicated so much to just to find the answer. See, not every woman is the same, but we can have, not all, but we have certain key patterns that are important to remove out of the feminine psyche, and I wanted to share it with you today. Number one, if you want to be a powerful love magnet, you have to feel comfortable with being a goddess, with being a queen, being the person that is desired. Doing this work around feminine energy is about you feeling comfortable, you coming back to your queendom, to your goddessness, around where you allow yourself to receive, to be pursued. But it's not a game, it's an internal state of being. But the issue is that a lot of women are struggling or are fighting with their feminine energy all of the time. And I'm going to be real. Like, women, we need to work on love. Women, men, all people, walks in life, we need to work on love. Isn't it interesting that we live in a culture where we're constantly bombarded about how to make money, how to make money, how to make money, or how to have the perfect body, how to have the perfect body. But why are we not like, oh my God, how to have love, how to have love? No. All that I see around is like a battle of the sexes or a battle of the energies. And that's a clear sign that ego is ruling for a lot of people in their love lives. And that's why a lot of people don't feel safe in love. But being a love magnet means that you feel safe. To be a true feminine love magnet, it's about connecting with your inner sense of safety and opening up and worthiness, knowing that you are the prize, you're the goddess, you're a queen, you're a badass. When you are fighting with your feminine energy, when you are fighting with your essence, because you maybe perceived feminine energy as being weak or feminine energy being all about just how you look, then you were done a disservice around learning about your feminine energy. See, here's how I see things. Whenever I look around, I see fights, about like being masculine is wrong, being feminine is wrong, being balanced is the key. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Let's just be telling the truth here. Why is it that I don't agree with it? Because in life, there's things that when you look at a flower, you're not like, oh my God, that flower should be more balanced. Uh, you don't. You look at a rock, you don't think, oh, it should be more feminine. No. In life, there's people that are feminine, there's people that are masculine, there's people that are more balanced. A spiritual learning principle is understanding the energy of acceptance. You can accept and you can cohabit this world without having tried to change, wrong, damage another energy or trying to feel like who you are is not enough and then you have to be like the other person. See, what's happening is that I'm in a lot of like rooms, conversations, whether it's YouTube, podcasts, or Clubhouse, where the key common denominator is that a lot of women are fighting their feminine energy because of maybe what they noticed, what their parents went through, or what their mom went through, etc. But here's the thing: femininity, masculinity, or just being balanced is not just a social construct. And this is the thing. This is part of the issue around why a lot of women are feeling insecure and not allowing themselves to be a love magnet is that femininity, masculinity, and being balanced or being in the middle or however you want to call it is not just a social construct. It is life. It is your spiritual essence. It's your soul. You have to get acquainted with who in your soul, like who you are in your soul. So if you're a feminine woman and or you are a masculine man or you're a little bit of both or whatever it is that you are, it's who you are. See, when we are disconnected from our spiritual essence at a metaphysical level, at an emotional level, and we are letting the world dictate who we need to be or how we need to show up, we become confused. We become really confused. And in order for you to be a powerful love magnet, feminine love magnet, you have to be in acceptance of your feminine energy. You have to learn to love it and learn to feel safe within it. And that's going to require for you to, stop fighting with the masculine. See, the issue that I find is that so many people, both women and men, or, your orientation, you are, we are, I'm going to speak for myself, basing what we know about feminine or masculine energy dynamics, social constructs, meaning that we're disconnected from our own essence. We're disconnected from our own soul. And what being feminine, what being masculine, really are some of the things that I've read in books for men around being alpha and how that gives them credit to like be with a bunch of women. And I'm going to try my best to explain all of my thoughts about this in this video today, but it's a bigger topic. I've been writing, I've been doing so many different things on this topic because it's important. See, in order for you to be a love magnet as a woman, you have to stop competing with women. You have to stop competing for attention. You have to know who you are. And when we disconnect from our essence, I'm talking women, men, all of us, we have this energy about us where we are competing We don't know our true inherent value, and we're looking for external things to determine our value. So if you want to be a love magnet as a woman, and this is what I see, and it's about feeling okay with yourself. So I'm going to give you an example about what my journey was. I saw my mom. She was not happy growing up. I was really upset for her. So I started to build up all these armors around even being in relationships because I didn't feel like I was going to be safe. I could see all the things that were wrong in the world. So I started to build more armors and armors, getting angry, trying to fight the system, trying to do all these things. But I was disconnected with my feminine energy. And then I realized that I had to be honest about what I wanted. I wanted to receive. I wanted to feel protected. I wanted to feel cared for. Then I felt a little bit of shame in that because I felt like I had to be a different person. You have to listen to what your soul wants. If you want to feel safe, if you want to feel happen. Did I lose connection? Because it just went gray out of nowhere. Okay. Thank God. Thank God it didn't cut off. So I realized that I wanted all these acceptance of what you want, acceptance of your feminine energy, acceptance of what really makes your heart come alive. And I noticed that a lot of women feel comfortable about owning their desires. See, what I notice around us is a lot of ego, wronging what we want, wronging who we are. And ladies, we have to be very cautious about this. We have to be very cautious because the ego speaks loudest, as A Course in Miracles says. This mean in general, you have to know who you are, but at the same time, you also have to hold yourself accountable at the level of your soul to treat your femininity, or as a man, to treat your masculinity from a place of accountability, from a place of integrity, from a place of honor, from a place of doing good. When you are not connected with yourself or with your soul, you will look at femininity or masculinity to seek power, to seek revenge, to seek control. And that is interesting because there's so many people that just look at love, getting so many different notifications. I'm like, and all I want today is just peace. So, so the thing here is, what I find that a lot of people are running away from is people who don't know how to love, people who use love, the container of love, as a means for control, as a mean to have a good image. And that's why when you are trying to attract love, it's not working. Let's just go straight to it. A lot of women are looking for love to prove something about their image, to prove something about their status. So I want you to understand two different things. You can look at love and around your feminine energy from an angle of survival and what's been done in the past. I'm talking genetics, I'm talking biology, like you're looking at it to survive. But you, on the other hand, have this side where you can look at it from the soul. So why is this important? Because when you look at it from the soul, your biggest desire is love, to learn how to love, and not only yourself, to receive love, but also to give love to others. So the issue that a lot of people are facing and why they're not being the love magnets that they desire is that you are looking at your love life from survival, from biology, and you are in a survival energy. You're disconnected from from the awareness of your soul about what you want. Our soul needs to lead in love. See, like the soul is what's going to have integrity. The soul is what's going to have what's the word? It's going to want to do the right thing. It's going to want to do the right thing. The thing here is that we are in a state of survival. Like I remember, like thinking to myself, why am I fighting for attention? This reflects abandonment, right? Like, and when we are kids, like I'm talking ages 0 to 7 to 10, we are imprinting the world around us. What we need to do to survive If your parents did not have enough energy about love in them, like about feeling like they're lovable, they're going to have their needs met, you can pick up some of that survival energy, and you start to think, I need to be like what's around me in order to have love. So many women need to work on their love energy, and men too, but I'm talking about women today. You need to look at your love energy. Where are you in a competing energy with other women? Where did you pick up that you needed to compete for attention? Even if you were, a single kid or you have brothers and sisters, these core programs of needing to compete for love, having to worry about whether another woman shows up or not, all of these things really get in the way of you feeling centered in your feminine energy and being a powerful love attractor and being a love magnet. See, in order for you to work on this is important because anybody can be a powerful love magnet. We are not brought up with the same programming, but we can work on our energies. Like you see yourself as a garden, and you're watering yourself enough to the moment you give yourself so much love and you feel safe receiving love and you expect to receive love, then you let go of all these core programs and you allow yourself to receive. That is the work of becoming a powerful love magnet. That truly is the power, like the work of becoming a love magnet. Having enough energy of love within you where you expect it, you're receiving it, and you know how to play with it and you bring it in, but you also know how to pour love onto other people. See, ego is going to make you be in a state of like where you don't even recognize yourself. You're not feeling trustworthy with yourself because you did not receive enough love growing up, or you didn't feel like you received enough love. I want to clarify that. Sometimes it's that like we didn't feel like we received it, but the answer is that you can always give yourself love. You can always give yourself love, and you have to start to expect love, to receive love from the external, but that does not mean demanded. It's about working on coming out of the survival programming where women are starving for love. They feel like they have to compete for love or they have to look for status. These are things that I actually see make us susceptible to people that are not good. People, breadcrumbers, narcissists, emotionally unavailable men. A lot of women are picking up their parental, like their mom's energy around training men, not having power. And I get it. We're all frustrated by whether it's the patriarchy or whatever it is, but I don't necessarily, for me, it's more so around ego. I feel like women are scared of men that are not connecting with their true soul essence around providing, and they're being led by their ego. I find that ego, both in feminine energy and in masculine energy or imbalanced energy, is destructive. We all have to hold ourselves accountable to lead from our soul. And when we lead from our soul, there's spiritual lessons here where you can learn to live with others, coexist, and acceptance where you know that you're enough. If you're feminine, you're enough. If you're masculine, you're enough. If you're like more balanced or in between, you're perfect as it is. But what I notice is happening in the world is that so many loud voices are speaking from reactiveness, from past pain of people, whether it was a man that did not know how to connect with his soul and was leading maybe a family or a relationship from ego, from power, from control, right? Or running away from a mom that was obsessed with her image or felt like she was a toy or a doll or something. And they're running away from what they saw growing up, but it's just creating internal stress, an internal fight within your energy, and therefore you're not attracting love because your energy is not being cohesive about it. So many of you feel like, oh my God, I'm not attracting men or I'm not attracting a partner. Why is that? It's probably because you're fighting with yourself on the inside. Okay, your energy is not sending the energy of like, love is safe. I can have love. So becoming a powerful love magnet is about not running from it could be running. I want to be clear about this because I did use my survival instinct to run towards what was safe, really safe, and to heal my energy. But to working on your, how do I say this? If you're afraid of repeating your parents' mistakes or what other people have experienced, or maybe friends and families around you. You have the power to shift that from within when you change your inner expectations around love and you are comfortable with your feminine energy, right? You don't see it as, I hear, a commodity for some reason, or you don't see it as somebody being able to manipulate you. No. Feminine energy actually has a lot of power. The thing is that our power needs to be cohesive. We have to feel good about our feminine energy. We have to unplug or remove the programs that we picked up growing up that made us feel like our feminine power was not enough, that it was incongruent, that it didn't make any sense, etc. All of the places where you were wronged in your feminine energy, and then you are wronging it, you have to work on that. You have to accept it. Now, where is the gap? How can you become an even more powerful love magnet? Well, the issue is that a lot of us get these thoughts at a thought level, at a logical level. We understand them. But love is not something that you manifest from the mind, okay? This is about stopping the inner fight that is within you around your feminine energy. See, you have your thoughts, right? You have your subconscious, you have your thoughts, but then you also have your body. You hold in your tissues memories, and it's like your thoughts and your mind are having a conversation all day long. So you have to also release those emotions from your body so that the real nature of who you are, your sense of safety and wellness can return to you, your confidence in your feminine energy. And when more of your energy is saying the right thing, I'm not saying you have to fully heal before a man shows up. No, you want to be more coherent, more congruent in your energy. When your mind and your body and your soul is sending out the signal, you know what? I am a powerful love magnet. I am attracting love. I'm not doubting myself. See, there's so many different voices around me that are wronging me for my femininity. There's so many different voices around me that are saying that it's hard out there, but I'm a powerful love magnet. I attract the very best of the best. When you are in that energy, you start to attract what you want because you stop compromising your energy for others. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the survival things that I see that happens for women. And by the way, know that I can help you release these emotions from your body and different parts of your being because I'm so tired, sick and tired. I don't like using this phrase, but it's like tired of seeing women struggle with themselves and their feminine energy because they're letting these energies of feeling not good enough run all over their system, and then they're letting themselves be walked all over by men, and or they are in so much of a protection mode that they're feeling alone and they feel like they're not going to have the needs be met. But I'm really passionate about women feeling in her power. Look, feminine energy, when it's in her power, it can be like, not that it's a point, but it can even be feared. Think about it. Like, they're breaking us down by just making us think that not only we have to compete, and we are falling for it. We have to compete. And why are we falling for it? Because of image. Because of image, that's it. Survival. And then we're trying to even come out of the survival energy and trying to seek power, build businesses, become the CEO of this or the other. All of that is great. All of that is a sign of your power. I just don't want you to go through it from a survival place where you have to fight to be on top and then you are keeping this stress energy about yourself. You have to realign your energy. Your energy needs to send out this energy of wellness and being loved as well. So what are the common things that actually impact women that are important? The survival programs. And I want you to get this. Even when you are coming out of the survival program, like meaning either you believe it or you don't, but you're trying to come out of it, you have to release the stress and that need to defend what you're like. It's about coming home to who you are and finding your power and your essence so that you become more of a powerful love magnet. See, okay, I'm going to explain some of the ideas that get in the way. And these are things that I help my clients emotionally clear and release mind, body, and spirit, and then integrate the safety and the well-being so that they attract with more greater ease. They're not afraid of intimacy anymore, and they're confident about the type of man that they're going to attract. It's about bringing it in. So, number one, fear of like I mentioned this one before, competing is very interesting because it's like a starvation energy. I don't care if you're a millionaire or a billionaire. Competing energy for women, where you have to compete for love or you have to compete for attention, it puts you in starvation energy somewhere, right? So even if you attract a man, you're worried about another woman coming in. It's affecting your feminine energy. It's affecting you. Like, you have to feel full, okay? Knowing that I hear you're the whole meal, that's where you need to be in, because feminine energy at a spiritual and a metaphysical level, like, we're the universe. Every woman is a universe. But the energy becomes self-destructive because we're taught to compete with other women. You can't compare with her, or you cannot beat her, or this woman is better than that, and we normalize it because we have to control our tongue, what we say, because somebody's gonna, somebody takes it the wrong way. But no, secretly, this competing energy that we are fed by the media, that you're not being enough, that you have to be better, that you have to build all these accolades, secretly what it's energetically saying is that you feel like you're nothing. Okay? Like, that's why I say starvation. Starvation. It's not something that I mess with, but it's a starvation energy, because you're like, oh my God, I need to get there. I need to go there. And that's why you're not feeling good about yourself. And you are the whole meal. You are amazing. You need to know that you're whole and you're amazing. When you lead with your soul, you understand that there's many lies that are going on around in the world, right? You're always worthy. Every being on the planet is worthy. But what are we competing for? Because when we grow up, why is it that there's so much bullying in school? Kids are competing. They're competing for attention. They're competing for, we're taught to compete. We have no idea what we're doing because we're picking up the energy around us. But we have to stop picking the energy that's around us if it's not good for us. It's as simple as that. We have to stop picking up the energy if it's making us feel bad about ourselves. Every single human being on the planet and every creature on the world is worthy. But when we operate from our soul, we learn how not to instill or showcase things that are harmful for others, right? But we don't know this because we act like we don't know who we are. We're part of the matrix. We're picking up on all those programs and we're doubting ourselves. Women, this video is for you today. Stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting your magic. Stop doubting how amazing, how badass you are. Because you are the whole universe. Okay? You are the whole universe. Other women cannot compare with you. You cannot compare. Just be your own universe. Love who you are. Your job is not to look at around you to see what you can have in love or not. Your job is to water your garden and to invite the right man in. If you are the protector of your own garden, of your own universe, you would not allow any type of person that is not worthy of your universe, of your temple, to come in. Your energy is divided because you're thinking about competing with other women. You're believing the agenda that makes us feel like we have to compete for men. We don't. It is the other way around. Because men, masculine energy, need that chase. They need that chase. So instead of you competing with for men, they have to compete for you. Your job is to observe and to connect with your essence, with your soul, to see who is the right fit for you. But when your energy and your mind is divided and you picked up survival energies, it confuses you. It puts you in a place where a man doesn't want you and you're chasing for him. And I am talking as a woman that liked the guy, whether it was from high school until I was like in my beginning of my 20s. I liked the guy for like 10 years. He did not like me and I was still there. Okay? Like, I get it. I feel you. I understand. I'm not talking from a place of, no, I'm talking here, level, like with you. We need to rise together in this. You have to be committed to do this work. See, a lot of women come to me, but well, not now actually, thank God. But I used to work on this a lot with my clients and I was able to shift the energy with them. A lot of women came to me because it was like this anxious energy of like, I need to get this guy. And I was like, you don't need to get the guy. The guy needs to be with you. And if he cannot see it, it's a blessing that he cannot see it, because all that he's going to do when he comes to be with you is going to harm your garden. Because he doesn't know who he is. Ladies, you need a man who is connected with his soul, that knows how to value himself, because only a man that can value himself can truly value you. And if a man is telling you that he's not the right fit for you, listen. Okay, you need your perfect compatible match. So competing energy is dangerous. It's not a good energy to be in. So we're taught to compete. That's the first issue. You're always, whether competing with a woman that's younger than you or older than you, or a Latin woman or a European woman or a woman from the United States, you don't have to compete. You have to water your garden. Why is that very interesting? Then the other thing that the competing energy is very interesting. I want to share something about this is because how can I say this? Okay, got it. So the other angle here is, and why this is very interesting, why when we choose the soul, no, when we choose ego versus soul, when we choose, like, it's like, how do I say this? Okay, so I feel like on a spiritual level, we get that what I notice is the energy of running away from social constructs. And I agree. Actually, the more I feel into it, it's a social construct that we need to run away from, but not running away from your femininity, or if you're a man, running away from your masculinity or changing it or wronging it. No, it's a social construct that you have to compete, that you have to fight to get things. I've worked with a lot of CEOs, women like top of the game, where they built up all of this success by the energy of competing, or the energy of, I have to fight, I have to do this alone, survival energy. So once they wanted to open up to love, we had to release that fight energy, that stress energy. So it's a social construct, because the social construct is built on ego, right? We have the creations of the universe, we have the creations of God, but then here comes ego trying to lead, a divine creation, and it ruins it. So how does it ruin it? Well, it makes us seek for fame. Part of the biological response that I notice is I have to be at the top to be noticed. Once I'm at the top, and these are not like conversations that you're having at the top of your mind. These are conversations that you are having like deep in your subconscious, and you have no idea where you picked it up. So that's why I say it can be exhausting, but I want to help you move away from that energy that's exhausting, so that you can move into wellness, into thriving energy where you're receiving and you are like, your garden is full. That is the place where we need to look at. See, the work around being a love magnet is not just about getting the man. It's not about that. It's about you feeling like you are everything, but at a mental and an emotional level, at a spiritual level, and that you feel safe, and you attract a man that is trustworthy and safe, that can lead with you, or that can take you places, whatever your goal is or whatever your idea is. So this social construct makes us look for fame. And what I notice is that a lot of women are looking for fame, in the sense that we want to be noticed, we want to be seen. But at the other end, the other side of that coin is misery, right? Still struggling with, am I going to be good enough? Or why is it that I'm here, that men are not noticing me? He should know what a goddess I am. Well, feminine energy, the core feminine energy, and being a powerful love magnet, is that you're worthy as you are. The basis of all of the work. Hi there, love. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate when people comment. I know I have a lot of people watch but don't comment, but I appreciate you, so thank you. And I always welcome the comments and all the love. So the thing here is that I don't want to lose my train of thought. So it makes us look for fame. I think I might have lost it, but it's going to come back to me. It makes us look for fame, and you feel like, oh, okay, I'm at the top of, why cannot he tell what a goddess I am? Well, can you tell that you are a goddess just as you are, even without the fame here? Or somewhere in your energy you're fighting. See, I want to help women release that fight. When we are looking for fame, at the other side of fame, for me, you understand how fickle it is. Because the most important thing that we need to do at a soul level is know our sovereignty. Know our true divinity, that we're worthy, that we're made in the image and likeness of God, or I honor all, forms of spirituality that are truly rooted in love and in that awareness of love. So the thing here is that when people don't know who they are, they will destroy you afterwards if you are depending on them for validation or for confirmation. When you as a woman are looking for the external to prove to you that you're worthy, or if you feel like if you get somewhere, then you're going to get love, it doesn't work that way. Nothing in the external can give you the love that you're not giving to yourself. Feminine energy in its core is an energy of self-acceptance, accepting your highs, accepting your lows, knowing that you're worthy just as you are. So when you learn that you had to compete, and you had to fight, that you had to, what else? That you had to earn love. These are some of the things that you need to let go of. And this is the value of doing this work. It's going to save you pain. I hear divorces, so many different things. As women, we do not need to be working for love. We need to work on love, on our love embodiment, but we do not need to work for love. That is the core of feminine energy. See, masculine energy does need release the flight. I always feel like I'm fighting. Oh, you see, that's powerful. Tell me a little bit more. I would love to know that. You see, it's like we are in this fighting energy. Masculine energy, though, does need to work for something. That's it. Feminine energy and masculine energy are very different. And if you're more of a balanced person, then, I've worked with women who want to connect more with their feminine energies, but I do believe that my videos can help you. But it's about learning that if you see somebody that's masculine and doing this thing, or if you see somebody that's feminine and is doing this thing, we can all coexist together. The thing here is that women, we need to release this energy of working for love. That is how you attract breadcrumbers, narcissists, you attract toxic people, unavailable people, because you are in a working energy. Okay, you're in a working energy when it comes to love. So that takes you away out of being like the love magnet that you want. Like you want to actually learn how to lean back and rest. Now, for some people, this is why it's important. There's a reason why I've been doing this work for 10 years. I say rest, and a lot of people is like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. I just need to rest. No, you have to work on love. Why is it that we are not like, we cannot go to work and not say I'm not going to learn any new thing ever because it's just going to come to me or it's just going to be like that. No, we have to learn, right? And love is so big. How can you not want to learn about love? You have to learn, right? Because it's always going to take you places. So in this energy of fighting for love, you remove yourself out of your queendom. You have to work and release that energy where you feel like you're fighting. You feel like you have to prove your worth consistently. Have you ever attracted a self-centered man that is like, you need to prove your worth to me because I am this super high-powered CEO, whatever it is? No. That's not the masculine man that you are looking for. See, I'm talking truth. I'm going to spill tea right now. A lot of women are like, oh, but this man is like so good. Like he has achieved all of this. So what? So what? So what? I was going to say, freaking what? Who are you? Connect with your essence. You don't have to be proving to a man that you are this or the other, or you don't need to have like enough money in the bank account for him to know that you're worthy. Look, we are worthy with or without. That is really important. So let me see. I did not see that message. It's saying some messages such as potential spam. I want to see my messages. Okay, I can see it. Okay, I'm reading it here. It says, I don't like my weight. So I feel like I can't find love because I'm a bit overweight. So I'm always competing. Thank you for being honest. I hear you. I hear you so much. And that's the thing. We don't have to compete. Weight it's a topic that makes us feel miserable sometimes. When I lean back and rest, I feel like the guy doesn't know what to do. Then I go to teach mode. Right. So, but you see how you are aware of that. These are survival energies. If you're struggling with releasing them, it will be good to do some energy clearing work, releasing it from your body, releasing it so that you can, that stress is just asking you for help. Like, hey, help me out here. I want to feel good. And that's why it's important. I remember doing coaching, like being coached, and I could grasp mentally some of the things that the coach was saying, I could watch all of the videos, but my body was like on edge a little bit, because I had to work a lot for love, right? So I had no idea. It wasn't until I started to do the energy release work that it's like my whole body could relax and I could just receive all those things that I knew at a mental level. They could like pour it into my body, and I still do that work. I never stop doing it because come on, this like in this world, like we have to do the work. We have to do the work because there's a lot of stuff going on. So I do it in all areas of my life, but it's proven to be really valuable. You see celebrities doing it. You see so many different people doing it because it's that's their secret. That's their secret. It allows you to have capacity to hold the vision of what you want, specifically in terms of love. So because our energy speaks. So for you, when you're talking about your weight, I get it. And we all have that thing that we feel like, oh my God, if that person knows, then I'm not going to be lovable. I'm not going to be chosen. I have to work. I have to impress. Another side of this is impressing energy. You have to stop needing to impress. That's a man's job. You need to feel good about yourself. That is the work of feminine energy, learning to feel good about yourself at all times and feeling so confident and so powerful, trustworthy within yourself that you know that you're attracting a great catch, a man that is amazing, a man that is your match. And it's that place of assertiveness with openness that you attracted. And it's not just mental openness, it's mind, body, spirit openness. Hopefully what I'm saying resonates because I know that I do a lot of spiritual work, and I know that we've been, guided to trust so much of our mind in these things, but understand that feminine power comes from the body, like body intelligence is like a live thing. So it's about releasing the stressors from the body. So I went over fame. On the other side of fame is people shredding you like to pieces. This is the thing. You cannot put your worth to be a powerful love magnet on what you are. I'm glad that it's resonating. So you cannot put your worth based on like your body or your, it cannot be on your body. It cannot be on your weight. It cannot be on your money. It cannot be on any of the things. We have to be clear about this. I felt like I was like starving for love growing up. I had no idea, but I always felt like if I only get a better grade, then my mom and my dad is going to approve of me more. And this is the thing, people. Femininity and masculinity, they're not just a social construct. They're not. It's a spiritual thing. If you have a baby that is feminine in essence, or somebody that's masculine in essence, or balanced, pay attention to who they are and learn how to love them according to their needs, according to their spiritual and emotional needs. This is so important. So important. So when you are teaching a girl that's feminine that she needs to work for love, that's not okay. Also, like, teacher, yes, you have to work to achieve things in life. That's fine. But not that you have to work for love or work for attention or work for approval. That's not okay. So then what happens is what's confusing a lot of people here is that we how do I say this? I see this conversation and it happening all of the time. Women, so many people are like, okay, when you are not feeling fully in your power, you're looking at the external world to determine what you can be or how you should be. So a lot of people are listening to all these people like screaming and yelling, like femininity is bad, masculinity is bad, this is a social construct. Please honor it. Your femininity is not a social construct, okay? Don't let people with political agendas and come to you, or even like, we all come from different, backgrounds and painful stuff that we've lived. Your femininity is not a social construct. Stand for it, right? You might feel a little bit uncomfortable with it at first, but it's always about coming back to the awareness that you are worthy as you are. So when we are looking for fame, you are going to realize that it's worthless. It's worthless because people who do not know their inherent value, one minute they're worshiping you and the other minute they're going to trash on you. They do not have the emotional capacity to hold you or to be there for you. So it's worthless. I remember I work with my angels, and Archangel Raphael speaks the truth. He said to me at first years ago, Nicole, you're looking for fame. And I was like, ouch, what do you mean? I'm not looking for fame. Yes, 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 you are. I was. And it had to do with my relationship growing up with my mom, all of those things. But I was. And I couldn't care less for it right now. And a lot of women are trapped in this energy. I hear so many women, Nicole, why don't you have more followers? This or the other. How can you like walk out with your nails like that? Image, image, image. It's our prison, right? How do you capture the feminine and put her out of her power, make her obsessed with her image? Okay, that is the shadow of the feminine. We want to be seen, but it's not like we want to be seen just for our looks. We want to be seen for our soul. So to be a powerful love magnet, it's going to come with maturity. You're going to have to be okay that not everybody is going to like you. You have to celebrate that not everybody is going to like you, because not everybody is ready to witness your epicness, because they have not seen their own yet. They have not seen their own yet. So when you are attracting people that cannot even see their own brilliance, they're not going to know how to value you. You have to be able to assess that. Whether somebody that can see your, like, because it's just, they need to see it on their own. You don't need to make them see it. You don't need to teach them. You don't need to be their mom, okay? As a soul, we all have our journey and we all need to take responsibility for ourselves. The other angle, I know that, I've been talking for a while, but I want to I want to share the other angle of this. Another thing that gets in the way of being a powerful love magnet, one of the most interesting fears that I've seen is, and it all comes from this energy of running away from social constructs, right? Or ego. We are running away from the ego of the masculine, right? The disconnected masculine, not necessarily from the masculine. So the thing here is fear of submission. Fear of submission is a very powerful thing that I've seen, a program that I've seen. Whenever I work with my clients' energy and we look into, like, there's a fear of submission. I'm not going to be safe. That's immediately the place that you go to. But once you release that fear, you can trust yourself more and to attract somebody that is more trustworthy with you. Exactly. So you're saying, well, yes, learning everybody will not like you. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing. I was watching, like, Meghan Markle's interview, and that's what inspired all of this right now. That's a blessing. See, a lot of women, I need to say this. A lot of women there's a lot of denial, but underneath that, there's fear. Women that are in competitive energy are in fear mode because they're in the place of looking for social status in a way. They believe that that's what they can have. And once they have it, they can either trust you or they're going to go into denial of protecting the dark masculine, is what I hear, or the dark feminine. So they will destroy you to pieces, to shreds, and you're waiting for them to see how beautiful you are. You're waiting for them to see how great you are. But if they cannot see it for themselves, like who they are, and that they're good enough and that they're worthy, it's like you're trying to, make food come out of, I don't know, a rock. So it's not going to work that way. But that fear of there's a dark side of the feminine, like I'm talking the ego side of the feminine too, where you're in denial and you're trying to protect men, or you're trying to protect your own shadow. But we have to look at all sides of it. So the other thing that I wanted to say is this fear of submission is a very key thing. I'm not saying you have to submit. That's not what I'm saying. But it's an intimacy thing where you don't feel safe, like you to be on the receiving end, to be protected, to be provided for, or even to be led. So even just that fear can keep you like protecting yourself to the point where you're not attracting people. And these are some of the internal fights that I see women go through that keep them in a limbo, not attracting the type of love that they want. Attracting money, yes. Attracting success, like the likes, all of that. And I'm not disparaging that. I know it took you a lot of work. I admire you for that. I really do. Like I wouldn't be in this. I admire women. I wouldn't be in this work if I didn't. Like, I love women. This is how it all started. I just, as a coach, but more importantly, as an intuitive, I have to address both sides of it, the light and the shadow. So your inner fight is what's stopping you from attracting the love that you want, because somewhere it's not making you feel good about yourself. Oh, I hear rejected. Somewhere it has the frequency of being rejected. See, we can do so many different things, but if we have the energy of not being met somewhere, it ties to being rejected or not being met or having, I hear, not unsatisfied like needs or unmet needs. That's the kind of the message that I'm getting. So, ladies, you have to practice having your needs be met, even by men. And this fear around submission is really powerful, because somewhere you're not thinking that there's men out there that you can trust with your heart, you can trust with your being, with your life. And you have to start embodying that frequency. So, in order to be a love magnet, to be able to bring this all back, you you have to humble yourself. You have to understand that you are more than your body, like you're a soul, right? And you have to let your soul lead you in love. When you let your soul lead you in love, you understand that feminine energy is also an energy of relationship. We don't like being vulnerable, but that is the principal part of being feminine: vulnerability, openness. And we have to become masters of that energy of vulnerability, not just verbal, but energetic. See, when we are open, we can assess who is good for us or not. When we are not fighting on the inside around our worth, or I hear emotional stability, like stability is what I heard. Like whether you have to, when you stop competing with women and you start enjoying yourself and you start feeling confident about men in your life, attracting the best of the best men out there, then you become a powerful love magnet. See, the work is not around that's why I say, don't come to work with me if you want to get the man, grab the man. No, come to work with me or work on your feminine energy if you are ready to be in your throne and have men come to you. And you assess that and you feeling good about yourself and doing the work, whether it's at a soul level, whether it's emotional stuff, karma. Like, I kid you not, like love is not a mental energy. It's also a soul energy. Sometimes your soul can be stuck in revenge. Are you willing to work on that? Because if you're only looking for the man, you're not going to. You're going to want to quit. But I believe in you. See, you can throw your tantrums or do whatever it is, but you want love because it's who you are and it's what we stand for. It's fine. But if you can kind of hold it down, you can hear all of it. Like you can have tough conversations with me, with yourself. You can have those tough conversations and just stick to your guns and stick to yourself. Then you are allowing yourself to become a really powerful, powerful love magnet, moving from rejected to celebrated to cherished all day long. That's the work that we have to do. See, society, social structures have made a question of ourselves consistently. Yes, you're asking, can we have an example of vulnerability? Yes, I will. I will share that. But let me give me 1 second. So society makes us doubt ourselves a lot. That's how they break us down, because they're afraid of powerful feminine energy. But a real confident man is not afraid of that. See, I hear we've experienced a lot of coward masculine energy, afraid of the feminine, afraid of what it doesn't understand. And here's the thing, this is why I'm talking about acceptance. See, when you're feminine or you're masculine or you are balanced, the key here is acceptance, because when you fear what you don't understand and you try to wrong it or you try to damn it or condone it, call it wrong, bad, or whatever it is. I know I said that wrong, incorrectly, but whatever. Like, the thing here is that we, like, at a biological level or at an ego level or fear level, we are afraid of what we don't know or we don't understand. But the key about feminine energy and attractor is trust. You got to trust what you know. So because the feminine also deals with a lot of spiritual energy, we channel a lot of powerful spiritual energy, spiritual truth. A lot of people are afraid of that. But how do they break us down? Making us doubt ourselves, making us feel like we're not good enough, like we are unreliable, like we are untrustworthy. And then we go into this manic energy, like trying to change the external world. No, it's not about changing the external world. It's about changing your inner world and creating that inner peace from within. One of the most important things there is. And I'm in it. I keep on doing my work every single day. And I just need to be sharing more of these things because it's not about the man. It's about you releasing the survival principles, the lack of trust that the world made you have about yourself and about your magic. You have to be you. You have to shine more. You have to do you from the inside out. So that is the secret to being a powerful love magnet. You have to have the frequency within you of being accepted, of being celebrated, of attracting the right person for you without needing the validation of others. Because people are at different stages in their lives. Like, you just gotta do you and do what's best for you. So, an example of vulnerability, the feminine is an energy of relationships. Okay, we are the nurturers. We are the nurturers. We are embodying on the other side of things like Kali energy, like goddess of war or anger, fighting energy. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. It's more, you have to first embody the awareness that you're a nurturer, that you're a lover, right? And then you will stick up for what you believe in, yes. But if you are not embodying the energy of love, you're embodying Kali instead, like no love, then you're fighting, and it's not gonna bring in the union that you want. You have to speak more about love. So an example of vulnerability is feeling and opening up your heart, and going places, having the courage of speaking what you want, and feeling like you and your body and in your cells, you are actually generally opening up to having a real intimate relationship where you are safe and both of you become family, rather than let's just be both independent in this relationship. You're my partner, but I can divorce you at any minute. Like, that energy is we merge. We can also merge, but you have to hold the vision, number one, of the type of partner that you want. A man that can hold the capacity for that, a man that is going to be safe for you, a man that's going to choose you, that is going to be your long lasting partner, the one. You have to hold that energy. You have to master the awareness of your power. So if you're saying that you want all these things, but you feel like your energy is hardened, your heart is hardened, or you're in fear or stress about it, it's about reducing that stress, working through those fears, so that you open up to love. We do not have the same upbringing, but it doesn't matter what upbringing you had. I promise you that you can have love, because love is who you are. Love is the safest energy there is. In reality, you're afraid and you're running away from people's egos. So we have to stop acting in ego and realigning our energy. That's why I say the feminine is at the level of the soul, the body, the heart, the spirit. We are bigger than that. And a lot of women are struggling because they don't know their real essence, their real power, their real magnetism. And it starts from the soul and creating that connection. So there's many different practices that I work with my clients, whether it's meditation guided by the angels, clearing work, things that help you, whether it's at a somatic level, your nervous system, different things, so that you feel grounded, you feel safe, you feel at peace, you feel beautiful, and you are okay with rocking the boat, moving, like creating waves in the world, not from a fighty survival energy, but from an awareness of your magic and your receiving. So, ladies, hopefully this connected with you. Do you have any sorts of questions? I know this was like a long video. I've been talking for an hour, but it's helped me because I was really frustrated earlier this morning when I see so many of these things. I see so much fear. I see so much self-doubt in women that are, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, like what you've achieved in life. Like, what is it going to take for we to eliminate self-doubt in feminine energy? They're playing us. They're playing us. Okay? You have the power of being a love magnet. Don't let people take away what's your inherent right. You have to believe in love, even in times like this. You have to give that to yourself so that you can create the community that you want around you, a loving community. Okay? You have to believe in love. And the essence of love is acceptance. Okay? Not wronging. So when you hear people wronging femininity, masculinity, everything under the sun, that's a reflection of guilt consciousness. That's a reaction of survival energy where you've been wronged and now you want to change it. I understand you want to change things around. I completely get it. I completely get it. I've been there for years and I had to work on it. Love is acceptance. How can we bring more soul qualities to the energies around us? How can we deepen our awareness of our soul, connect with our soul, lead from like soul? Like you've heard that phrase, we're spiritual beings in a physical body. We have to act like that rather than just operating from fighty energy. I understand we have to fight when we have to fight. I get it. We just need love though. We need love that fuels it. And if love is not fueling it and you're not connecting with who you really are, whether it's feminine, whether it's balance, whether it's masculine, and you're just wronging what you don't know because you believe that it's just a social structure, it's causing so much fear in women and even in masculine people. Like I've seen this, so much fear in women. Women are consistently doubting, like, can I be feminine? Is it safe to be feminine? I don't feel like I should be feminine because I'm gonna be wronged by society, or I'm gonna be like, I can only work on my feminine energy when it's about the man. No, it's your feminine, it's who you are. You're not allowing yourself to be who you are. Good, I'm here. This message was what I needed to feel today. Thank you, Nicole. You're welcome. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like, you cannot, the conversations I have to be masculine because I'm not going to be safe in my femininity. I get it. I really get it. I understand not feeling safe as a woman surrounded by people that maybe have a dark consciousness. I get it. I get it. I'm just saying that you can embody more. You can embody, how do I say this? If you are feminine, you're feminine. If you have to do certain things that are masculine to get by, then by all means, do that. But when you are fighting with your essence, why? Femininity is power. It's really powerful. Don't ever doubt that. I can go deeper into this, but I'm not going to today. I would love to hear from you. What are you getting? I hope that this connects. Really passionate about this. We are not weak. And let me know in the comment section what sort of other topics you'd like to hear from me about this. And if you'd like to work with me privately or in a small group setting, reach out to me. I'm going to put the link below. I do have space right now to work with a few private clients. And yeah, I'm really excited about this. You know, it's deep. But if you're up for the challenge, then I'm your coach. I want to help you with that because we need to trust ourselves more as women and we need to be open to intimacy. So that is what vulnerability is. We are the embodiments of intimacy. We are that bridge. And we have to grow comfortable stretching and opening up and communicating from our heart here, not just from our armor. And I think that's what I was just trying to say before. We have to learn how to communicate from our heart, be in acceptance of what we want really, truly, and stand for that. You need to also hold the vision of what you want in your heart. So ladies, I hope that this connected with you. Please share it with your girlfriends. I always appreciate the comments that I receive. And if you can help me sending out the right message, I'm not doing it for fame. I learned this. I had to learn this the bad way. You know, like in my energy, it's like it wasn't enough. It will never be enough to do anything. And I wasn't doing it consciously. I was just trying to do it to get my mom's approval, really deeply unconsciously. And not like get the accolades, just to demonstrate to her that I could. Or I felt like that's what I needed. Here's the thing. I felt like that's what I needed after years of doing this work. I realized I felt like that's what I needed because that's what I noticed that my mom felt like she needed as well. This is how we pick up our parents' energy without knowing it. You see? So I want to do this to help people. There's a lot of inconsistencies when we're teaching about feminine energy. And I also noticed that it can be ineffective to just communicate it at a survival angle. We need to communicate it from a pure heart angle and soul angle, because, you know, the types of things that I hear piss me off. You know, when I hear these books about, oh, because you're the alpha and you can have all the women that you want, and because it just gives me the right to be the alpha, man, no, just no. See, when you are embodying love, you are not looking for power, straight up, in whatever form it comes. It's not about that. It's about opening your heart to somebody else, allowing yourself to be loved, and developing an even bigger willingness to love even more and to give even more. That's it. Final. Like, end of story. Right? When you are looking for power to build yourself up over another human being, you are in destructive energy, ego energy, and I cannot stand for that when it comes to love. And this is what I mean. When we more open up our energy, we can assess when people are just telling you stuff that is just not the right thing. I was going to say garbage, and I said it, but it's not the right thing. So we are equals. We are equals, and it's about opening up our hearts to love and building our capacity and just accepting who we are. Feminine, cool. Balanced, cool. Masculine, cool. Do you, be you. But this competitive energy also makes us think, or makes you think, I heard this somewhere in the weekend, like, oh, women that are talking about, how do I say this? I'm going to say it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and then, we're going to end the video. When I said earlier that men need the chase, I meant masculine energy, and they do. They do. Women, you cannot go inside of a man's mind and say, no, men don't need the chase, because it is. Don't talk for men. Don't talk for all men, okay? Go listen to masculine energy videos led by men, right? We are all wired differently. It's about acceptance. And do men need to work on their masculine? Some men need to work on their masculine energy from a soul level. Yes. That's why I'm calling for it for women to do it as well. We all get to work on it. We can't just go walking. Like, what we consider toxic is just looking at these spiritual things from a mind or an ego level. Like, did I say that correctly? I'm not sure. It's probably because I'm talking with for an hour. But what we consider toxic is a person's unwillingness to open up their heart and to love, and them looking at it from a place of ego and trying to control or overpower you in some way or for some form. That's not love, right? But love is acceptance. So treating what men want or what they are and what they stand for, or even what balanced people want, treat it with curiosity. What you want is what you want. It's what you want. Just do what's right for you, and stand for what you believe, and do not believe. Like, we just have to know who we are, because if we are all led by what the louder people are speaking about who we need to be, then we are denying our own inner guidance. That's why I say you have to go inward and work it out. If you want to work it out with me, I'm more than happy to help you. I would love to. I have space right now. But you have to trust your essence, because so many men and women are confused right now because of these loud voices that are telling you, no, you cannot be that way. No, there's nothing wrong with masculinity. There's nothing wrong with femininity. We just need to do it from the soul. And the soul has integrity. It has standards. It does not harm other people. It does not seek to do that. It's not seeking power. And that's why I say love is never a topic just of the mind, where the ego lies. It's about the heart and the soul. So if you are willing to have those difficult conversations with yourself and open up your heart anyway and do it, then you're going to attract the greatest love, because you're committed to it. Okay. So hopefully that connected. I'm going to put the link below, and it was a pleasure to connect with you. Okay, ladies. If you have any questions, I can stay. I'm just going to stay if there's any questions. I love everything that I've received today, or if what was your biggest takeaway, I would love to hear. I'm going to give you a couple seconds just in case. I love and I'm grateful that this was exactly what you needed. And if you have any other messages for me, I would love to hear them. Okay, so I haven't seen any comments, but let me leave a comment here. And I just want to help you attract like the greatest love, because you deserve it, and feel good about yourself wholeheartedly. All right, take care. Not sure if I'm seeing a comment. I don't know why I feel like a comment is going to come through. Okay, I'm going to end this, okay? It was a pleasure, ladies. Please let me know what you got from this. Take care.